If it ain't about love, it ain't about nothing.
Hello, my beautiful people. I go by the name of El Ray, and welcome to the United, where the universe is the teacher and we are the students. I created the United to help bring balance back to the world, because if you know thyself, everything in life becomes much easier. 2023. I remember when the Creator gave me the vision for the United back in 2020. And we all know sort of the things that went on in 2020. But what I did know, the confirmation that I got, is that the chosen ones were being activated. Now, there are a lot of you out there who are misunderstood. You never really fit in. You had a hard time adjusting to this world that we live in. But that's not by accident. Everything has a true purpose. One of the worst things you can ever do is ignore your purpose. It's to stray away from your destiny. For me, creating this platform was a challenge. It was a challenge because I was steadily trying to go against my destiny, what I'm truly here to do. I didn't get here willingly. You know, I had some tension because I wasn't doing what I was here to do. I wasn't following my mission. I wasn't following my path. And the biggest thing for me was to heal. We all have a degree of information or something that somebody has given us in our lives to make us think that, you know, we have a certain path to follow. Whether it be your environment, your family, your friends, whoever, whatever the case may be. But just because you're given those set of instructions doesn't mean that that is what you are here to do. The best thing that you can ever do is get in tune with yourself. Find out who you really are. Find out who you truly are. And if that means stepping away from people who have been in your life for so long, and that's what you're familiar with, sometimes it takes getting away from those people in order to see who you truly are, because you have adapted those things that people told you. They told you who you were and how they saw. They told you who you were and how they looked at you. But that's not necessarily who you are. The message that I have for you, all the chosen ones, you know who you are. You know who you are. You never fit in. That was on purpose. I didn't really truly fit in. I had friends and stuff growing up, but I was always different. And I had teachers along the way who helped me. And shout out to all my teachers, because without those teachers, I would have had a very hard time adjusting to being who I truly am. Without that being said, the message that I have for you today is, it's time. It's time. You know, the chosen ones, we're scattered all over. We're in different industries. We own companies. You know, we're at the grocery store. We're at the hardware store. We're everywhere. But see, a lot of times people don't know what something looks like until they see the example. It's time to let your light shine, to be who you truly are. I want you to be better than me. You don't have to do it the hard way. I decided I wanted to do the hard way. And I wound up being stagnant, not having a direction, and not really know what my purpose is, because I am going against the grain. I am going against what the Creator has instilled in me. It wasn't easy to get here, but that was due to the programming that I had received over the time I have been on this planet. If you want better for yourself, if you truly want to have that breakthrough that you've been seeking, you're going to have to be yourself. Be what you are called to be. Being chosen is one thing, but you still have to choose to be chosen. You have to choose to be chosen. And when you choose to be chosen, there is a standard. See, I didn't understand why people acted, what they would act the way they act in this world. I didn't understand why you can be quote unquote friends with somebody. You're supposed to be family, but you stabbing each other in the back. You killing each other. You doing all these different things to each other, but I didn't understand why. Why? The only thing I know is I don't want to be bothered. You stay over there, I stay over here. I won't bother you, you won't bother me. And I tried to be in the background. I tried to be away from the world. But every time I would do that, I would have issue. I would have trouble because I'm not doing what I'm here to do. It's cool to be a good person. It's cool to do the right things. In this world now, anything goes. And because anything goes, people just do whatever. There is no standard. And when you don't have a standard, anything goes. See, the reason why a lot of people don't do the work is because they don't want to deal with the pain. See, no matter who you are, you have to go through the fire. That is, if you want to elevate and you want to live a life that is abundant, have love and peace in your life. If you want those things, you have to adapt to the standard. See, every time you grow and every time you experience something, you have to get used to the standard. This is what it takes in order for me to not only attain, but sustain where I am. See, now I'm not moving in and out because I have adjusted to the standard. That's the reason why I can create this video now. This was hard for me. For some people, this might be easy, but it was hard for me because I associated the world as being one person. And I didn't want to have anything to do with the world because I didn't understand it. But now that I understand the world and what I'm here to do by taking my walk and going through the fire, and I've healed, I'm in a place now where I can do what I'm doing now. See, I didn't want to do this because I didn't want the responsibility. Like, who am I? Who's going to listen to me? I'm just a regular dude. Like, why you want me to do this? So I remember having this conversation with my mother, actually, not too long ago, a few weeks ago. She was like, you're not going to be truly fulfilled until you do what you're here to do. And she told me herself, she's like, hey, you know, I had to wrestle with God. I didn't want to do this. And, you know, my mom, she's an evangelist, you know, she preaches righteousness, doing the right things, you know, no matter where you are, you know, chosen ones, you are into different things. There's not one set way. Some people do it in church. Some people do it in the streets. Some people do it on their job. You can do it anywhere. There are no limits. See, I've seen the example that you have to do it a certain way, but I'm going to do it my way, the way I'm to do it. You don't have to be in a sanctuary. You can be out in nature. You can be in the car. You can be anywhere. The reason why it is the way it is, you're scattered everywhere. Chosen ones, you're scattered everywhere. The reason why it's that way is because it's time. And when it's time, when they see you shine your light, and when they see you do your thing, they be like, who is this person? Where they come from? How did they get here? You've been bothering the whole time, but they didn't even recognize you because you're the light. If you're not truly being who you call to be, you're going to have a hard time. You're going to struggle. You're not going to have that fulfillment until you do what you're here to do, and it's time. Some of you are chefs. Some of you are executives. Some of you are entrepreneurs. You have your own businesses. And You holding back, but you're holding back because it looks different from the standard that the world has set. See, the difference is when you choose to be chosen, you are connected. See, the reason why I had a hard time, I was having a hard time because I wasn't connected to myself. I wasn't being myself. You see, the soul is the God in you. So if you're not letting the God come through you, you just gonna have a hard time because you're not connected. You a spirit first and a human second. Being a human is not what you are, it's what you do. So chosen ones, it is time. You know who you are. You know what you're here to do. Don't worry about what it looks like, what it sounds like. It looks different from everything else because God put that in you. It's time. You don't have to do it the hard way. Do it the easy way. You being activated. It's time for you. It's go time. It's time to go. It's time for you to do what you're here to do. Man, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And always remember, if it ain't about love, it ain't about nothing. Peace.